Hello, everybody. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. There we go. How's guiding going? 0.57, that's actually not too bad. So I could probably do, I would say 900, 840, we'll do 720 for this one. Right. Now I'm gonna go shut the lights off. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ow. Alright, so now we're in good shape. So welcome everybody. Again. Another night. And tonight, we're gonna go for M31. I just spent the last hour and some change working on the Go 2. From what it looks like, this is just primitive self-diagnosis of what's wrong. The USB cable looks to be shot, and I think that could be the reason why. And also I had it hooked up to a hub, which is causing it to malfunction, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I think that's what the problem is. I'm just adjusting some levels here, so just give me a second here. There we go. So, I took that cable off, put a new cable on, and Go 2 seemed to be decent. Like, I really can't complain. So, went to 4 objects and was within a shooting distance of where the objects were. I tried Pac-Man, what we did 2 nights ago. I tried the Owl, M103, Andromeda, and all 4 were within shooting distance. So, as far as I know, I think we're in good shape. So again, we're getting Andromeda Galaxy, which is M31. We're already 1/3 of the way already for the first image, so yeah, guiding is pretty solid. It's at 0.55, and it's been between 0.5 and 0.6. So Go 2 is back, sort of, but not fully. It's there, so I can't complain. Not like it was the last time where I was trying to get Andromeda and it was like 45 degrees off from where it was supposed to be. If that's not irritating, I don't know what is. That's extremely irritating. Let me we change the properties on this one, so this way when people are starting to file in, you'll be able to see the numbers. Can't forget about the numbers. The magnitude on this is 3.36. The distance on this one is 2,500,000 light years away. And the diameter of this is unreal. This sucker's huge. Wow. So it's... I'm going to try to make sure I got this right. So it's 131. Diameter of this is 1,313,000 light years across. That's what it says. That's what I'm going by. And Earth radios still have rain. Really? I guess it's better than snow. Yes. You can actually see it on the finder too, which is incredible to even think that it's right on the finder, dead center too on the finder. That's how big and vast this thing is. I could have moved it up a little bit on the Canon camera, but still, nonetheless, it's going to be good. I was debating whether or not I was going to do, and actually what I should do, people were probably wondering, what's the ISO that I'm shooting at? That's a, make sure I have that. Whoops, not ISP, ISO. So then you can see what the ISO I'm shooting at. I might put it down to 100, depending on how bright this is going to be, because I don't have a filter on this, so this might be blown out. I don't know, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out and see what happens. Now YouTube says that it's video output low, but I don't know if it really truly is, because OBS says it's going good. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna do anything. It looks good to me. So I'm not gonna complain. Let's see what the first image is coming up here. Got about another 4.5 minutes left before these both are gonna be done at the same time, and then we'll be able to see what we get. So how's everybody doing out there tonight? Just checking the stream to see how it's going, and it actually looks pretty smooth. It's not lagging at all. Well, that's good. I didn't post on anywhere to let people know that I'm live. Hopefully some people will know that I'm live and they'll just creep in eventually as the night goes on. If there's no clouds tonight, I plan on being out here at least an hour and a half. 2 hours, maybe. As long as guiding goes well and we get a good image, I'm all for it tonight. And hopefully we're going to get some good images of M31 tonight. Oh, Dagger's got rain in Alabama. Oh boy. That's not good. What was the price on the T-Ring? What do you mean, a radio? You want to know what a price of a T-Ring is? Because I know the price of a T-Ring ranges anywhere from like $5 to like $12. If you go on eBay, you can find a whole bunch of them on there. Amazon has them for a little bit more expensive, but they should still be okay. Looking at about like 10 bucks for a T-ring. But I don't know how much a Pentax T-ring would be. I know how much a Canon T-ring is. A T-ring, if people don't know what that is, that's just what you hook up a DSLR camera to the optical train of a telescope. That's all it really is. Daggers, if you're just joining us, we are, if you can see it, is we are going after M31, which is the Andromeda Galaxy. Like you can see. I have the reference frame up at the top, so you can see it. M31, gigantic. It's also there on the finder, which is up at the top left. You can see how fast this thing is. We're getting it with 2 cameras. I did switch over the custom white balance on it. I switched it over to tungsten, so it won't be red. It'll be like a purplish, sort of. But it should be pretty cool nonetheless. You're going to get detail on it, which is what I want. And on the right-hand side, we got the other camera. I have the detail on the bottom, so this way you can see what the visual magnitude is, the distance, and the diameter of how big this thing really is. It's 2.5 million light years away, and it's 1.3 million light years in diameter. Do they have universal ones? I don't think so. The only way you would know... I mean, let me look it up. Let me see. They might. They very well might have universal T-rings. My question to you is, what is it that you have? Is it a 1 1/4 or is it a 2-inch for the focuser? That's the big question. It all depends on what you have. I think they might have universal. I'm still looking. They do have universal ones that are 1 1/4. Universal 1 1/4 T. It's called a T adapter. Celestron Telescope, Celestron Products. Oh, okay. That goes into the eyepiece. Never mind. But that's not an actual. You got to actually have to get an actual T ring. Let me see. Pentax T ring. Here's one. There's one on called. It's called TelescopeAdapters.com. Who would have thought? TelescopeAdapters.com. Who knew? It's for $18 though. So those don't look too horrible. May have to go down to 100. Still not bad. I may have to bump this down to 100. Sorry for the clicky. There's like no real... The focus is off on this too. Again, I'm not surprised. like so blown out. That's not bad. It's gonna be blue only because it's in tungsten, and I didn't do the actual automatic white balance, but that's not horrible. That one's going to turn out unreal. The QHY is, you're going to get so much detail with the QHY. Yeah, you can mount it so you don't need an actual T-ring or an adapter. You just need just the T-ring. That's all you really need. And again, you can get them online for like super cheap, like 10-15 bucks, and then you could just easily because I'm guessing it has threads on the back, and then all you just do is you just spin it in, and then you're golden, and then you just pop in the camera, and you're golden, and you're good to go, and then it's just a matter of just focusing it, getting it just right. I forgot to focus the darn camera. Son of a... I was so excited that the go-to was working, I forgot to focus the camera. Oops. Well, I just went out about 5, so we'll see what that does. And if I know if it's wrong on 5, then I can easily just move it out. You could see the detail, which is incredible. Let me see if I can make it bigger so that way everybody can see it. I don't know. I really can't. It's as big as, unfortunately, as I can get it. What I could do? Got an idea. Here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rotate it. So then you're gonna see the whole thing. How about that, people? We're gonna do this right. Let's see if I can get that galaxy. Maybe I could. Whoops, wrong way. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of that galaxy. Sorry, people. There. Okay, there we go. So then what I'll do then is I could probably flip this one too. Oh. Looks like we're gonna have to really stretch this thing out. Yeah, no, I should have done this beforehand, but that's okay. Almost got it. There. I think I have it reversed. No, I got it right. Okay, I got it right. And we'll see how the focus is, because I went out 5, so we'll see what the focus does for it. Hopefully, focus will be better, so that way I can really zoom in on this. You can actually see some of the dust bands, or the dust lanes, the bands on the actual galaxy, so we'll see how this actually turns out. The one on the left is 12 minutes, the one on the right is 15 minutes for exposure time. See what the stars do on the left one. Again, that could be focus, and I can just touch the focus up just a slight bit. And again, if I were to get a filter for this camera, which that's next on my list of things to do, I'll be able to pull out more detail and less light in the background. With tungsten, it's all blue. histogram is completely ridiculous. But you can see it. Do I have another computer? I have 4 laptops. I got lots of laptops. Oh! It just went right through the image. Yeah, that's a focus issue. Seriously? This one, ALS, this one I'm actually going to be upgrading in the fall. I'm going to be getting this one to 16 gig of RAM. I'm also going to replace the processor on this too. So the processor's gone. The video card I can probably take out too, so that one will be gone. And the RAM's going to be gone. So pretty much this is going to be an upgraded computer for the spring of next year. So hopefully I'll be able to run more programs on this thing, because it'll be 16 gig of RAM. Processing, I don't know what the processor speed was on this, but I know I definitely want to upgrade it. So I'm going to take this thing completely apart in November, and then have it all set and ready to go for March and April of next year. And then I have a Dell laptop. That's an 8 gig RAM. That one I'm going to use just as a processing one, and I'm not going to use that for streaming. I may use it for other things, like I got the radio show for Earth Radio. That's the laptop that I used. That's the one I'm going to use for the radio show, and then also for processing and for whatever I need it for. I did not know that. How do you stream with 2 computers? I've always wondered how you could possibly do that, because if you're running with 2 computers, what is it, like a double screen? It sounds extremely interesting. So I went 5 in, so we're gonna see what the stars do here. Hopefully, stars won't be different. One for all the graphics like you do, okay? Network line at home. Did you do that? Are you talking about, like, the remote computer? Like you have one sitting outside and then one inside? Perfect. Go. So that's a no. Okay, so that's not what it is. Maybe one day I'll look it up. I'll probably look it up tonight after I'm done with the stream. I'll take a look and see how you could possibly do that. I want to see what the stars do, so let me zoom in. I should have focused this, and I didn't. That's my bad. So let's see what the stars do, because I went 5 in. So if the stars get better, then I'll go 5 more. We're at 99.5. Alright, let's see what they do. Please, I hope to God I went in the right direction. Nope, went in the wrong direction. Okay. So we gotta go 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more just in case. Alright. And then of course you can see the damn plane that went through too. Stupid plane! I think having a dedicated streaming PC is common with the video game streamers. Yes, that is very true. It might cut down on the CPU. Because I have 2 laptops. They're both 8 gig RAM. Stupid plane. I don't know if it was on the... I could look at the stream and go back and see. Could have been a satellite too, I don't know. Oh, let me go and check the stream and go back and see. Yep. Oh, and that's a big one, too. That was a big one that went through. So if you get a chance, you could actually go back to where it is at 11:09 and 55 seconds. And it goes right through the finder. That's crazy. That's a big plane that went through. You send the graphics and camera to the other computer, does the streaming, using what is called an NDI plugin. Oh, I'm going to have to look this all up. So it's kind of like multiple monitors kind of thing, sort of. It's been a long week. I apologize. It's been a long week. Because even last night doing the processing, doing the video at 11 o'clock, I was out here till almost 2:30 trying to figure out the go-to, which it sort of works. It's sort of good. We're in sort of good shape, so I can't really complain. As I got this without even trying to figure out where anything was. So we're... Because I tested 4 different objects and got the 4 objects pretty darn close to everything, so... Both running OBS. I'm going to have to try that out. That's something else to do. So much fun with everything. It's just so much fun. All this stuff. You learn so much stuff as you go along. To definitely test it. They both have OBS, so they're both in good shape, so I could definitely use them if need be. So maybe one night I will try it. Lightens the load. Yeah. And that's exactly what Vanessa was saying, is it lightens the load on the CPU on the one computer and takes up the slack on the other. It's not a bad idea. I have the room for it, so why not? I'm not going to do it tonight, though. Can you sign in same account for 2 different computers? Now, that's a good question. See, that's the thing. Oh, shoot, I just dropped my drink. Oh, but it didn't spill. I wonder if you could do that. It's interesting. Don't spill, don't spill. Okay, good. Whew. Okay, you're going to find the tutorial. Perfect. Thank you so much. If you look at the Starry Night up at the top, and where it shows Andromeda Galaxy, if you look carefully, you could see the red crosshair, the red X. And then you could see where it says Celestra, Next Star, AVX, 5 point, whatever. you can see that it's been moving. But it hasn't moved as much as it was before. That's a good thing? I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, it's not moving a ton. Like last night, and when I was getting the Pac-Man Nebula, this sucker was already off the screen. And what that is, the crosshairs, is where the telescope is pointing of what the computer and the program thinks of where it's pointing. So I could be taking pictures and it doesn't move in the images, but it's moving on there. So something was wrong. Well, I think, like I said before, I think it was the USB extender. Because I unplugged it today, took that off completely, put another one on, and also took it off the hub. Because I have a 7-port hub. So I just connected it directly to the computer. And as far as I know, it's working a lot better. So we'll see. Okay, so you run the stream on one computer, and then control the stream on YouTube on the other computer. Yeah, definitely find that tutorial, because I'll definitely read into it and see. Because that's not a bad idea. Because as you said, a lot of game streamers probably do that, and it probably makes a whole bunch of sense. We should be just about done with the image on the left. Got about another 20 seconds or so. Hopefully there's no more planes. You'll be right back, okay. That one's done. Yeah, the stars aren't moving, so I wonder if I can change the focus on it. Because I don't have a cable, not a cable, but a band for it. I have the AccuFocus and everything all hooked up, I just got to get a band for it, so when I push the button, the band will move, and it will actually, you know, move the actual focuser itself. I just don't have a band for it yet. All these little things I just gotta keep getting. I gotta keep doing. Always doing something. Always doing something. The stars, they're not moving at 720 seconds, so that's not bad. Which means the image on the right will be really good too. I hope so. Okay, I'll look for it, and then what I'll do is I'll save it on my phone, and that way it'll give me some reading material for tomorrow. Because I got nothing going on tomorrow. Kids are back in school. So it's gonna be done in about 5 minutes. By the way, for the music, I just put the same music on from 5 days ago. Figure why not? So what I'll do is in the next couple days I'll create 5 to 6 playlists and then just alternate between the 5 and 6 this way to spice it up. And then what I'll do is each playlist will be about 3 hours long, so wherever I end out on the playlist, just continue on to the next one and just keep going back and forth. Yeah, I could do a show with that. The thing is, that's kind of hard though, because with radio, I'm more of a viewer, so I like to see things. So it's kind of hard to do a radio show based off of astronomy. It's kind of hard to do, because I'll be like, wow, look at that image, and then they'll be like, where? I don't see it. That'd be kind of hard to do. I mean, what I plan on doing, actually, for radio, is I'm going to do like a tutorial kind of thing, you know, and take callers. I would love to do that. And I'm actually in the midst of getting that set up, so that way, of getting the phone line set up, so that way people can call in, and I'll do it like once a week, where I'll have my own show, where people can call in and ask questions about astronomy. You know, they'll say, hey, I have a question, what is the best telescope to get for a beginner? Or they'll call in and say, you know, what's the best camera? Or anything that would be hard to figure out, or something like that. And then we can actually sit down and actually figure it out together. You know, we'll brainstorm, we'll figure something out. So I plan on getting that together. The phone line should be done, I'm hoping this week. And then I could get that set up. I plan on trying to see if I can get a switchboard. I know, Earth Radio, you were talking about it. I know Bill from Skywatcher Gaming, he's got one. And I'm thinking about getting one for myself, so that way I can actually take callers and switch it back and forth and do whatever I gotta do. It's just taking time. And with, you know, my daughter going to school, work, and just everything at the end of the month, beginning of the month, it was just really tough. But as the next week or so comes through, I totally plan on doing that, and I think that'll be really good. And I'll integrate it with my YouTube channel at the same time. So then this way you'll be able to see audio at the same time, and I can edit the actual video or the actual audio to actually put graphics in there, and I'll figure something out. I got a lot on my mind. Brainstorming. I got lots of brainstorming going on, which is always good. I got lots of ideas. We'll send that Facebook. I'm actually looking at it right now as we speak, ALS. It says it won't open. Why? I want it open. Oh, because it's a YouTube. Oh, it's a YouTube, that's why. Let me see, hang on. Open. Copy it. Copy it? No. Maybe the server can't be found. Find it for some reason. I don't know why. Interesting. I don't know why it doesn't show on here. Is that the right URL for it? This just in, large asteroid headed towards Central America again. People, this is a big one. Is that true? Or is that real? Or is that fake? What about astronomy-based news? I could always do that too, but here's the thing with astronomy-based news is Sky Tour Radio does the astronomy-based news. For Amanda and Mark D'Antonio, they do their own Sky Tour news. Like, say, this week in thing. Oh, that's a joke line. Okay, I thought it was true. Don't fool me, because I'm a true believer in that stuff. Too damn gullible. But with the astronomy-based news, the thing is with that is, I mean, I could. And I mean, it's a lot of research, though. That's the thing. and it's a lot of preparations. But I could, down the road, I could definitely do that. Now let's see what it's going to do for the stars. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? Oh, it's getting better. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should do it right there. So the focus is getting better. By the way, don't you like that? The mouse is sideways. There's a sideways mouse! Alright, so I moved the focuser 8 more times, so that should actually get it in focus even more. And then we should start seeing detail on the actual galaxy. But Vanessa, that's a good idea by doing it, you know, for the news, but I down the road. Because I could probably take like an hour. I just don't know what day it would take. Because I know on Earth Radio you have the morning, which is like 10 a.m. Eastern time to about 12-ish. Usually go about 2 hours every day on Earth Radio, which is on Mixlr. So people, if you're watching right now, download the Mixlr app, okay? Because I will be on. I just don't know when. I was on there today for about 2 hours. You could also go to my website, which is up at the very, very, very top. When you're viewing it, if you see the clock, just go right over to the left. My website is right there. You just type it in, and then you go right to it. On the left-hand side, a little bit below, you actually have the Earth Radio player, which is on Mixlr. And you just hit play. You'd have to log in if you want your name to be shown on there in the chat room. But you could do that easily if you want to. And then from there, you could just listen, which is super awesome. My next scope is the 1100 row Ackerman Schmidt. Oh my god, astrograph. 11-inch f2.2. What do you have to do? Sell your left kidney for that? Whew. God. Are you going to put a hyperstar on that too? I'm guessing that's probably why it's f2.2. Go with my name, expanding our awareness. Which I like that too. I like it. I love it. Thinking some comedy too. Maybe pick certain disaster headlines and help point out the humor in society. I could do that. I was always thinking about doing like an actual radio show, like where during the afternoon you pick like a band of the day kind of thing, where you just pick a band and just play it for like an hour. I don't know, I was thinking about something like that. But then again, with Amanda and Earth Radio, she actually picks topics and actually surrounds the music around the topics and breaks in, like, you know, between the songs to let people know what the next song's coming up. And I think that's a great idea. I think that's fantastic. And more Jello is on. Jello, by the way, that was hilarious last night. I don't know if anybody caught that with the microphone. That was awesome. Coffee ice cream. Here's the scope. Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, God. Oh, gee. Oh. That's expensive. Holy. My question is that just the telescope, or is that with the mount? That's crazy. At least it's got a 2-year warranty on it. Yeah, it does. A CGX mount, too? Dang. You said get closer. That was hilarious. That was so funny. Still want to play with the focus on the Canon camera. I don't want to mess up the whole thing, so I'm just going to leave it as is. The guiding is just going really well. I mean, it's at 0.68. Not the greatest, but it's going well. Yeah, you were guessing $7 grand. It's $6,990. Whew! Yeah, I should have recorded it. I thought that was hilarious what you did. That was just awesome. Tanya's on. You didn't miss the stream this time. That's great. You didn't miss the stream. Sorry I didn't actually put a notification out for people, but if you hit the bell, as far as I know, if you hit the bell on the YouTube channel for me, and I go live, your phone should beep telling you, oh, Elliot Astro-Imaging is live. Let's go take a look and let's go see. As far as I know. Hit a Canon EOS 20 for $50. Was it broke? Or was it a film camera? Now that is dedication. You're actually working and watching at the same time. Now that's dedication. $1,000 Blu-ray for $40. Wow. That's crazy. 14-inch tube is $14,000. Can it take you to work? Does it feed you dinner? That's crazy. For $14,000, it better damn well make dinner for me. That's nuts. And really, the camera worked fine? Really? That's nuts. Is it a pawn shop or what was? Oh, it's a thrift. Okay, thrift shopping. Okay. Well, there you go. And then you got an extra what? $10,000 left. Or $13,860 left. Better have a shower and a microwave. That's right. I'm gonna try to maneuver this here. There we go. The orientation is off. I didn't notice that. The indentation's off on the QHY by just a slight bit, and actually, it's the right way, to tell you the truth. Because I'm gonna pull this up, and we're gonna zoom in. Yeah, it's the wait a minute, is it? Sure looks like it. Oh, excuse me. Well, that's because I flipped it. Never mind. Don't just ignore me. I'm thinking. If everyone's sponsoring you, you're gonna have Orion and Mead too? That would be cool also. Well, yeah, that would help too. Please, definitely. I would love to see deep sky objects with your streams. Asking you shall receive. Like M31, and I would love to see it. Trust me, we need more people to stream deep sky objects. That would be so cool. I would love. I'd be a subscriber in a heartbeat. Alright, so we're about 82% on the one on the right, so hopefully, at least I'm hoping that the focus is perfect now. Yes, the lunar eclipse in January. That's going to be awesome. It's bouncing a little bit more. 0.78. Still not terrible though. It is making very few corrections, which is great. Let's see what the image looks like. It's almost done. Now, when they sponsor you, what happens, if you mind me asking? They give you money, and then you just put their name on your stream, and then of course the viewers and everybody sees it. So then they, I'm guessing, you know, well, it'd be advertisement pretty much. That's what it is. That's what I figured. Okay. Where the hell's my sponsor? This is sponsored by... I don't have a sponsor. Like, I got nobody. Sponsored by me. What's it gonna do? Is it gonna get better? Is it gonna get worse? Let me see. I'm right up to the computer. Sorry. No, that's better. That's much better. I'll probably go maybe 2 more. 1, 2. That should do it. That should be perfect. Oh, that is beautiful. Smaller. So you can get more detail on that side. There we go. Now you're going to start seeing detail in the actual bands. Which that is so cool. If you look, you can actually see there's a band right here, and then there's a band just on the outside, and this stretches all the way up to the top here, and then it comes all the way down and then around. This thing is huge. It fills up the entire camera screen. Let me see. Now that I got focus somewhat better, I can actually enhance this a little bit more. So you can actually see more of the detail. There we go. I mean, that is really cool. And then of course stacking these is going to make this even better. Checking the chat. Genghis Khan is on. Good evening. Andrew Johnson, welcome. And it is stunning. It is pretty good. Yeah, the guide scope is so cool. And the finder of the top left is so amazing. That's taking 10-second images. Rolling, of course, and that's a Meade DSI, and it's a monochrome. And let's see how close we are to the. Let's see. Oh, we are dead center. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely dead center. Phenomenal. I actually, on the camera on the right, I have what's called an Orion Sky Glow filter. So that's why you naturally see it like a greenish tint to it, is because the nebula filter, well, it's not a nebula filter, it's an actual light pollution filter, is on the one on the right. There is no filter on the one on the left, which is why you're getting so much of, like, light. not gonna sugarcoat it. There's a lot of light. And I'm doing 200 ISO. I could probably bring it down. I could probably bring it down to 100 ISO just to see. Because once I put a filter on there, because you can use a clip-on filter And what that'll do is it's called a CLS, which is like it's a light suppressioner, and that would suppress the light pollution. Maybe I should do another processing party tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe I could, and I could process the hell out of this thing. Maybe. Because by the way, I flipped the filter. I don't know if you noticed that. We're not doing hydrogen alpha tonight. I don't know if you noticed that. It's not in red. So we're actually doing this in just real color. I'm going to hit the like button. It's my stream and I just hit the like button. That's awesome. Can I like it twice? No, I can't. Actually, I probably could. I do have another YouTube channel, so I could probably like it twice. Astrophotography E-Magazine. Welcome. And it is looking good. I gotta say. It's looking pretty good. Astronomy 101 A to Z. Not a bad idea. $500 for the filter? That's just as much as a freaking scope. That's insanity. Yeah, not as much as that one filter I was talking about 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I don't know if anybody was aware of what that was called. Pull it up here. I got it written down here. What the hell is it? Where did I write it? Wrote it down somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, here. Well, that's not it. Did I save it? Oh, there it is. Okay, alright, I found it. It's the OPT. Let me pull it up here. There it is. It's the Triad narrowband filter. That's what it is. Because what it will do is it actually does hydrogen alpha, oxygen 3. It does all of them. And then H beta. And then for the 2-inch, it's $775 for the filter. No joke. $775 for the filter. But they offer free shipping, which is great. They offer free shipping. Tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands. Again, will it drive you? This hobby is so expensive. I'm telling you, the one thing that everybody gets gypped on, and I'm telling you, if you know somebody that can actually make adapters, do it. Because these companies are making so much money on adapters, it's a joke. Adapters meaning like for a telescope, like if you have a focal reducer or a coma corrector or a field flattener, you got to have the right spacing between the sensor of the camera and the optical train. So you got to actually have a certain right. So you got to buy certain adapters. And of course, each adapter is not freaking cheap. It's super freaking expensive. It's like 20 bucks for a little tiny adapter. And of course, you got to get 3 or 4 of them. So now you're talking $80 for adapters. That's one of those things that grinds my gears. And of course, you try to find the right one, and of course you gotta buy 2, because you can't buy one. that's 13.5 millimeters. So you got to buy a 7 and a 6 because it's so ridiculous. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. That's the one thing that really makes me mad. That's just really, really bad. It's just adapters are just, those are really tough. Those are really bad. Spacers are another one too. Because I tried to do the off-axis guiding, and boy, that was a big mistake. I don't know if anybody's ever tried the off-axis guiding. Holy crap, that was tough. Oh man. Andrew, I don't know if you've ever done it. ALS, I don't know if you've ever done it either with the off-axis guiding. You have a little tiny prism at the top. Very, very small little prism. And what it does is it picks off the light and goes up. And then you have your guide camera that sits up at the top. And then you have your regular camera sitting on the back. And what it does is it sits in front of the actual optical path. It doesn't block the camera. And what it does, you got to get the certain right spacing. Just right. And if you're off by like 1/10 of a millimeter, it's going to come out of focus. You can't use something that you use like a little knob to bring it up or down. No, you got to have certain spacings with it, and it's got an M42 thread, and it's got to be just right. This is more like a bitch hour. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's tough. It is really tough. It is just, oof. You have to have your SHIT together to do off-axis. Yeah, you do. So then I just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do a secondary guide scope, attach it to there, point it to wherever I'm going, and just use it as a guide scope. And I have had no problems ever since. None. Zero. Everything's been working absolutely perfect since then. And I can get 15 to 20 minute exposures without any problems at all. When I was doing the off-axis guiding, it was, I must have spent 2-3 nights kicking stuff, screaming, trying to figure out what you need to do, and was reading about it, and I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. So one thing I would tell people, don't do off-axis guiding. Please, don't. Still looking pretty good out there too. No clouds. ALS, are you made of money? Do you have a money tree back there? Can I take out a loan? Because I would love... send it this way. Send it over here. Guiding's been pretty steady. What are we at for... I want to take a look. What are we for 400? Not bad. Not bad at all. We are doing really good. And that image is done on the left. Stars don't look too horrible. I mean, it's out of focus, but it's not out of focus that much on the left. That is not bad. And let me check the one on the right here. Let me zoom it in. Put it 2 times here. And we'll go towards the middle here. And then we'll see what the stars do. We'll see if it goes into focus more, if I have to just adjust it just a slight bit. You did a Polaroid camera fitted on a C11? That would be so cool. 95%, so just about there. Oh, there it is. It's down here. Somewhere. It does look incredible. Bottom right. Wait till I actually stack this thing. And it worked? Really? That's crazy. Alright, let's see if it gets into focus. Come on. Here we go. Let's see. What's it gonna do? That's so much better. That's so much better. There's a tiny bit of drift only because it went up to about 0.8. But that is so much better. Oh, that's perfect. I could take that. So what I could do is check. Let's see. Just so everybody can see it, because I just want to make it just a little bit bigger here. It's going to run into the actual words. So what I'm going to do is I want to shrink it down. And then you'll actually see the entire image. So you can see how vast this image is. Do is I'll flip this back. I'll make it bigger so you can really see it. If it runs into the guider right now, that's fine. But you can get the idea of what this looks like and what it entails and how it's upside down. Oh, jeez. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, it's right side up now. It's right side up. But you can actually see how big this thing is. Yeah, that's huge. And the final stack will be amazing. I can't wait. We're going to probably do that tomorrow. Does that sound good? We're going to do it tomorrow night? But I don't think it's going to be clear. Oh, it might be clear tomorrow. Let me check. It might be clear tomorrow. Let's see. It'll be clear till about 10 p.m. and then it's going to start clouding up. So maybe tomorrow? Here's what I'll do. Ready? How about that? How about this? Does that sound good? Just blow out everything else. Who cares about the rest of the stuff? There you go. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna bring it back down. Wish I had more screen space. Yeah, because if you don't like Windows, it's not the place for you. Definitely not the place for you if you don't like Windows. What I'll do, just so this way I can at least make it fit on the screen a little bit, but not cut off too much, and still get the detail on this. Bring it down like that. So we'll still get some of the detail and everything. There we go. That's at least a little bit better, so this way it'll be fine. And the same thing with this one. I'm always changing things, just to let you know. Always changing things. It's always so much fun. Gotta keep people on their toes. Now that's upside down. Flip it that way. And then flip it that way. Okay. There we go. And is Orion coming up? Not till next month. Unless I want to stay out till 2:30 in the morning. I don't think I'm going to get Orion until next month. But that one, I'm telling you, if I can get that one at 1800 seconds, that's going to be just unreal. Right now, Orion rises at about 2 a.m. and it will be in view for actual imaging around 3. So about 3 a.m. that would be, and there's a lot of stuff in that area too. One object that I haven't gotten in probably 3 years that I would love to go back and get is the Rosette Nebula. I would love to go back and get to Rosette. The last time I got the Rosette Nebula was in 2015 is when I first got the CG5 mount. And I haven't gotten it since. So I'm going to definitely think about going back after that and get that in Hydrogen Alpha. I think that'd be really cool. The Christmas tree cluster, that's another one I'd love to get. The starfish, I'd love to get that one. Just so many different things in that area, right next to the Orion, constellation, I'd love to get. I don't know if I can get it from here, but I'd love to try to get the Witch Head. ALS, have you ever tried to get the Witch Head? The Witch Head just sits just below the Orion constellation. And what star that is, that's Rigel. And the magnitude on that is a 10th magnitude. So it's a fairly dim nebula. I've always wanted to get it. So I might try it this winter, just to see what happens. Because then you also have the Horsehead, and the Flaming Nebula, Flame Nebula, which is right off of Alnitek, and Alnitek is one of the 3 stars in the Orion's belt, so you can always try to get that. Have you ever, now I don't know, anybody in the chat room, has anybody ever tried to get Bernard's Loop? I would love to get Bernard's Loop also in wide field, but I don't think I could do it from here. I'd have to go to a dark sky site in order to get it. I mean, that would be so cool. And what Bernard's Loop is, it's on the left-hand side of Orion's constellation, and it's just a hydrogen emission that goes all the way down. Did you really? And I bet you it was gray. I bet you anything it was gray. Because your eyes can't see the red gases out in space. Oh, that's looking so much better. Wow. Minus the blue, but I can process that out. That I don't care. Now, if you're wondering, and that's another thing, if you're wondering what these like little splotches are, so like if you look at the QHY on the right hand side, if you look at the mouse and you see this right here, that's a little galaxy right there, okay? And so with that galaxy, it actually just sits. Now, it's actually right up here, and you can actually see it. It's M110, okay? So if you look at the starry night, you can actually see that little galaxy up at the top. So you can see how vast M31 is on the actual screen and how much it's going to take up on the screen. But this little splotch right there, that's M110. And then there's another one, which is M32, which is this little splotch right there, right where my mouse is. That's M32, and then of course M31 is going to take up half the damn screen. So you can see that. So there's actually 3 Messier objects in one shot, which is super cool. And how many have we taken so far? Does anybody know? We are on number 6 of 13, so we have taken 6 15-minute exposures. That is, if you're doing math at home, an hour and a half. So right now, when this one's done, we're going to head into number 7. That's crazy. Oh, Venus has got to go. Well, Venus, I'm glad that you stopped in. You gotta do the early bird. Yeah, that's true. And so do I, but I don't care. I'm gonna be up at 7. Because I gotta get the kid to school. Getting the kid to school in the morning. 33 Naked Eye is awesome. Yes, it is. M33 is extremely big. I couldn't believe it either. It's amazing how big some of these galaxies are. What I've seen through a telescope, which was really cool, they had a 8-inch, and they had it on a pier mount, and I saw the Ring Nebula, I saw the Eagle, barely. I mean, it was just barely you could see it. I mean, these things were so faint, but you have to magnify it so much. I mean, it's possible, but again, you have to have extremely dark skies. And you have to have a pretty big scope in order to do it. But it is totally possible. You can do it. I'm even impressing myself with this image. That's actually really not bad. This is what this camera's meant to do, is the color images. The camera's really not meant to do hydrogen alpha, like I said before, but you gotta try. You gotta go for it. Guiding seems to be going a little off. Let me change it up here. Let's see here. That might help a little bit. Try that. That might help a little bit. Yeah, it really is. It's unbelievable what you can see in the dark. But you gotta go to a really dark sky site. Probably in like the blue or gray on the Bortle scale. So if you get somewhere that's out there, and what's cool about my website and what you can do is when you go there, on the middle of the screen, there's something that you can actually type in your address, and then you can find where your light pollution is in your exact area. And you can find out where the closest dark sky site is from you, and then you can just go from there, which is really, really cool. I mean, that's super awesome. Like, the closest dark sky site for me, like really, really dark, is Coudersport, Pennsylvania, where Cherry Springs is, which is the Black Forest Star Party or the Cherry Springs Star Party. It's about 3 hours from here. And that image is finished. And it's looking fantastic. That is looking really good. And a place where it's semi-good is I usually go to North Java. In North Java, they have an observatory for the local astronomy club of the Buffalo Astronomical Association. They have it at the Beaver Meadow Observatory out in North Java, New York. And that's about an hour from here. They're in the yellow/green on the Bortle scale, which is not terrible. It's pretty good. The Milky Way is definitely prominent at night, which you can definitely see it, and it really is cool. And I've taken a few Milky Way time lapses out there, and I've actually done some imaging out there, which is really awesome. Got the North American Nebula out there, so it is pretty dark. But going to Coudersport, Pennsylvania, that's where it's at. If you're in the south, you know, for USA, you go to Spruce Knob, which is in West Virginia. And if you go west, there's a whole bunch of them out there out west. There's a lot of dark sky places out west. And I'm sure ALS, you'll know exactly where some of them are. Really? It's that bad? Oof. Well, that's right, because I remember seeing some of your streams and there's a lot of light. That's right, I do remember seeing some of your streams. It was like a light dome. That's right, I remember that. Yeah, in Toronto too. Oh god, downtown Denver, that's gotta be really bad. Oh boy, really? Charging. Yeah, so you live in Toronto, Prow. What you do is just go onto my website and just look to see what would be the closest dark sky site from you. Just go and, and then take a look. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised that you might only have to travel maybe an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. And if you have equipment that you can travel with, that you can actually take it somewhere, go for it. Even just a camera on a tripod. That's what I did about 5-6 years ago. And just put a camera on a tripod, did 20-second exposures, and then stacked them. And the images that I got were unreal. Yeah, the meteor shower, that was the Perseids that you did. That you were on for a long time. Oh no, really? Retail shops, which means tons and tons and tons of light, which makes it even worse. Yeah, right downtown, which means you're in the white, which means it's about 10 times worse. Yeah, exactly. You're not old with ALS, you're just young at heart, right? That's what it is. Fixed guiding. And it's good, Andrew, it's good in Scotland? That's good. Good for weather or good for light pollution? Yeah, fork mounts are ridiculously heavy. Noticing that the sky is getting darker on the left picture. sharing this on my Facebook page. Hang on 1 second here. Should have done that in the first place. Oops. That doesn't help at all. Lugging that stuff around, going back and forth all the time. That's why having an observatory with a pier mount is probably the way to go. I put all my stuff on wheels. I ain't carrying this stuff. So we're just about done with that one. That's true. It's true that the way that they do make them today is a lot better. You're right. They're a lot sturdier and they're a lot better. Like that AVX was a lot different and so much better than the CT5 that I was using previously. See what it's going to do on this here. stars actually got better. That's at 2 times. Zoom in on this one too. Now this one, it's just a matter of just focus. It's not that it's drifting or anything, it's just focus is completely shot on that. So that's actually not good at all. I might change the focus on that. Because I'm going to go for about another half an hour. I go for another 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to call it a night. So I might just leave it. I really don't want to risk it. That actually looks really good. The stars look pretty darn good to me. The way that guiding's been going, I probably could have gone 20 minutes. I mean, that looks really, really good. Oh, that makes sense. I can't leave my stuff outside, unfortunately. That's the problem. I have to wheel it in every single time. Wheel it out. Wheel it in. Just keep going back and forth. So that one's done. Let me see what it's going to do here. Wow, the stars do not move. It is a focus issue. Darn it. I think next time what I plan on doing is making sure focus is 100% perfect before I do anything. A 110-pound dog. That's crazy. Does he sit on your lap? Probably gonna take a couple more, and then we're gonna call it a night. Yeah, well, the problem was I usually do focus and I get it all set up, because I just didn't do it because I was just so excited that I got the go-to somewhat fixed. I didn't get a chance to do that, so that was my fault. That was my fault. Guiding is still somewhat solid, so it's still going pretty strong, which is good. So we'll take this image on both of these, and then we'll take one more. So we're going to end it at about exactly 1 a.m. It's going to end at about 1:02, 1:03. And then this way we'll get a ton of images. Something killed the stream, really? What killed it? Watching it on my phone, I don't see anything bad. At least I don't think so. I don't think I kicked anything, did I? I think so. Yeah, what's odd about this is it's actually now running 9 seconds delay now. Usually I'm getting this at about 40, maybe 30 to 40 seconds behind. Huh, interesting. Yeah, maybe this might be my last image. Oh, jeez, really? Probably what it is. It probably messed up my stream. I resemble that remark. So I guess that my 9 seconds isn't that bad. And it's still running somewhat good, I guess. I don't know. still pretty good. 10 seconds at 1080p. That's pretty insane. This might slow the stream down. I'll do it anyways, I don't care. I'm going to transfer these files over to my OneDrive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're at 7. So we'll switch that over. That one over. Okay, and then I'm going to switch over the... There it is. And sort by date. Send those over too. There we go. That image is done, so let's take a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, a little bit of drift, so it's starting to drift now. It's starting to drift. So this will be the last image that I'm going to take, and then we're going to call it a night. Yeah, I did see that he got his old YouTube back. I did see that. That's awesome. That image is done. Will the background get darker? A little bit. Not that much, but it did get darker a little bit. Definitely I can work on that. So we're going to be done in about 13 minutes. So this will be number 9, which should give us 2 hours and 15 minutes of exposure time. And then I'll take the flats, I'll take the darks, and I'll take the biases, and then I'll be done. Yeah, I saw that way too many times. And And what did they do? They banned him for like 3 to 6 months or something like that. And then he finally got it back. It was a surprise because I looked at that and I was like, oh. And I don't know his channel because I saw it pop up on the suggestions. And I was meaning to save it, to subscribe to his other channel, and I don't see it anymore. Find it. Welcome back, Tanya. Let me get his URL. Perfect, thank you. 3 months, okay. Yeah, work. What is that? What is work? We don't know what work is. Stinking work. Yes. Actually, what I could do is I can send you the link to the short episode from when I took it. I can get it for you. Just give me 1 second. I can pull it up and I can send it right to you. I know exactly what episode, because somebody was asking about it earlier. They wanted to know. And it was this one right here. Share. Copy link. And paste. There you go. And that's the link to the actual one. It's a short episode. Meaning it's only 3 minutes, and what I did was I showed you each individual sub that I took with both cameras, and then finalized image at the very end. Perfect. Go on the computer and then get it from here. Oops. Sorry. Oops, sorry about that. That was my bad. Sorry. I had to... When I clicked the stream, it actually went back off. That was my bad. Oops. But I did get the link though, so we're good. We're good. I tried clicking it on the computer and it it bounced me off. Though I'm so sorry. That was my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I did for his other channel. Well, I'm already subscribed to his channel. How did I do that? Okay. I didn't know I was already subscribed to it. I had no idea. Apparently I was. Okay. I just hit the notification bell on it, so now we're good to go. Alright, so we got about 6 minutes left. 6-7 minutes. And then I'll end the stream for tonight. Not bad. What are we for time? About 2 hours, so that's not bad. Yeah, I know. I know. That's the hardest part is now that I know that the go-to works, the guiding works, the camera works, everything works now, everything is in great shape. Now if I know it's going to be clear overnight, that same night, I'm going to make sure I do a stream. Because I've done that a couple times now, where I've actually set up like that processing party that I had. I actually set that up the night before. So there's a couple things I did that were previously that I did. Yeah, I haven't done that either. I gotta, there's a lot of things I still gotta do. The keywords, I didn't do any of that either. The last few streams, I want to get back to doing that too. Yeah, guiding is now just really starting to bounce now. Sub count means that's how many subscribers I have right now, currently. I've been working extremely hard trying to broaden my horizons, and trying to get a hold of people to, it's kind of like the sub for sub kind of thing. I'll subscribe to your channel if you subscribe to my channel kind of thing. So the last 2 weeks I've been working extremely hard trying to get people into my stream, trying to sub. So since the Perside meteor shower, which was about 3 weeks ago, I've gotten about 215 subscribers. So I mean, I'm halfway to 1,000. There's still a lot more work that needs to be done, because I'm making sure I'm trying to get to every single person, and it's gonna take some time, but making sure that I'm on more often, making sure that I bring out as much content as possible, being available to everybody is also another thing. And I'm definitely ALS. I'm going to definitely try to use keywords for everything. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to go through every single video that I have and put keywords in every single one of them. You got 700 during the meteor shower alone. That's crazy. That is amazing. That is awesome. So I'm just going to keep trying. I'm going to keep going at it. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Google+. I'm on Instagram. I'm trying everything. I've even tried to go on YouTube where you can actually search communities and actually go and actually find different people and actually post your videos on there and then do the sub for sub. Like, I was on, other people's streams, looking at other people, like trying to see for other astronomers around the world, putting out a message, so even just a simple message, it goes a long way. So I'm really, really trying. So it's going up about 5 to 10 a day, roughly. I'll lose some, I'll gain some. It's going back and forth, but overall, it's been pretty solid. Alright, so now that image is done. We're going to see how dark it gets and how much it moves. So if there's anything else anybody has for me, any questions or anything, nope, didn't move that much. That's perfect. Okay. So if there's anything else anybody's got, I'm going to close the stream. It is 1 a.m. It has been an awesome night. Another great streaming night. We got 2.5 hours of great Andromeda Galaxy, which is super cool. I'm going to get the flats, darks, and biases as soon as I close the stream here. And then, if it's clear tomorrow, we'll image. If not, if you guys want, message me, let me know, and I can actually do a stream live where I can actually process the image of Andromeda Galaxy. A quick stream, if you guys want. That's up to you guys. Let me know. And if anybody else has anything, thank you, Tanya. Thank you, ALS. Vanessa, you're already asleep. More Jello. Thank you. Going through. Jurgen, I know you were on for a tiny bit. Prow. Who else was on? I think that's it. I think Star was on for a tiny bit. Ert Radio, you were on. I'm sure you're long gone. So, yeah. We still got 8 people watching, by the way, which is really awesome. So, you're off tomorrow. I probably might just come on just for a tiny bit. Just to see what this Andromeda Galaxy looks like. So, yeah. We're good to go. So, thank you, everyone, for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you like this video. Because you always gotta like videos. It's always good. Hit that thumbs up. Gotta hit that thumbs up. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone and have a wonderful night. Good night. And clear skies.